What is going on, everyone? It's Badger here. Make sure to like and sub, and let's get into this. This, of course, is Game of Thrones prequel about Aegon's Conquest, which, if you know, they sort of talked about it in Game of Thrones originally, but they really heavily talked about it in House of the Dragon, which if you haven't watched House of the Dragon, I know Game of Thrones hurt us all, especially season 7 and 8, but watch House of the Dragon. It is worthy. And what I think could also be worthy is this Aegon's Conquest, of course, about the original Targaryens taking over Westeros, and this one actually getting into why they did it. I wanted to point out this is from Variety from a year ago when Variety first announced that HBO was eyeing this exclusive of Aegon's Conquest at HBO Max. So this was a year ago. And then here we have just yesterday or the other day, Hollywood Reporter is reporting that, yes, indeed, they are going to do the Aegon Conquest, and that the person writing it is the same person who wrote the Batman 2 script, Madison Tomlin. And he's also, let's see, HBO is partnering with Madison Tomlin, an in-demand scribe who did uncredited work on Matt Reeves' The Batman and is co-writing its upcoming sequel, The Batman Part 2. He also wrote the Keanu Reeves action comic adaptation Berserker, which Nerd Wars still has to read and then let me know how it is so I can see if I'm going to buy it. And an animated Terminator series, which he is also show running for Netflix. Ooh, I had heard about that. Good. We'll see if that's any good. Aegon's Conquest is basically a direct prequel to the hit House of the Dragon, which they directly reference at the end that the whole reason Aegon did what he did and conquered Westeros with the dragons is because he had a vision of the long night that would eventually come in Game of Thrones with the zombies attacking, led by the Night King. So we have here Aegon's Conquest is basically a direct prequel to the hit House of the Dragon, telling the story of the Targaryens' bloody and brutal conquest of Westeros, the story following the invader Aegon Targaryen, who conquered the continent of Westeros with his sister wives, Rhaenys and Visenya, because we all know they love you got to keep that dragon riding, talking to powers inside the family, literally. And of course, came with their dragons, the biggest dragons, which we have yet to see yet. Aegon successfully united 6 of the 7 kingdoms in just 2 years, with only Dorne able to successfully resist. Of course, we saw Pedro Pascal as the son of Dorne who got his eyes popped out. This is what everyone kept fan casting Henry Cavill for, to play Aegon. Would have been dope, but guess what? Henry's going to be Highlander and he's got Warhammer, so he's not going to be Aegon. Good fan cast, but hopefully they get someone we don't know. We only see him as Aegon. And thankfully, this is one strong male character that they can't ruin because he sort of has to win in the end and actually unite the kingdoms. I am excited for this. We can see here Entertainment Weekly picking this story up as well. Just saying what I just said, basically, about the fact that this is a year-old story, that Hollywood Reporter is basically just adding that one extra detail that they have a scriptwriter. Even though James Gunn says he hasn't seen a Batman 2 script. Maybe he has now at this point. God knows George isn't going to finish the books. So spin-offs like this are basically all we get until he passes on and gives his notes to someone or lets someone ghost write it, which I don't think he's going to do. So if you had told me before that this was happening, I would have said, don't do it. But after House of the Dragon, and remember, if you're still wondering about House of the Dragon, that is a completely different group of showrunners. Dan and Dave have fucked right off to Netflix to go ruin 3 Body Problems books over at Netflix and whatever else they're doing. But the House of the Dragon and this Aegon the Conqueror will all be new showrunners. So give him a chance. Go watch House of the Dragon. If you don't like House of the Dragon, then you probably won't like anything in the Game of Thrones. But yeah, definitely redeemed it for me, and it's made me excited. Matt Smith I can't wait for House of the Dragon Part 2, which hopefully all that excitement goes right into this spinoff. And as they've seen, they need good content. It's not about quantity anymore. Now it is about quality. So they can't mess around anymore. And a really good Aegon the Conqueror with all the dragons, all of the full-on battles and conquerors sounds really good to me. Does it sound good to you? Let me know. Please like, share, and sub, which many of you have been doing. Thank you if you've come over from Nerd Rage, Nerd Wars channel. I love spending time with you guys on streams. Monday and Friday for sure. Might not be doing the Wednesday anymore, but Monday and Friday for sure at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time over on Nerd Wars channel, Nerd Rage stream. Join us there. Let me know what you think of this in the comments. Like, share, sub if you've done that. Thank you. If you're going to do that, thank you. And, well,
bye.